Alright, I thought I'd do something a little bit different and give you a little break from my knife making build. I saw a video by another YouTuber that I follow quite closely called Peter McKinnon. If you don't know who Peter McKinnon is, he's an excellent videographer and photographer that I enjoy watching. Very recently he spoke about loneliness, but specifically as a YouTuber, and it struck a chord with me. It's a funny thing really, because we make our videos doing whatever it is we do in whatever genre, be it this community, the maker community, or just daily vlogging, whatever. And I think it could apply to most people, be it someone like myself who has a relatively small channel, all the way up to people who have thousands, if not millions, of subscribers. Because when you think about it, like I am now, I'm sat here in my living room on my own talking to my camera, and I'm talking, but nobody's talking back. So no matter how many people this video reaches, I don't actually have a conversation, which also incidentally can make it really difficult to talk, because there's no back and forth, So when I watched Peter's video about YouTube being a really lonely job, I did agree with him on some parts. For me personally, I go into my workshop. Sometimes I film, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I actually like to go in there and just do whatever it is I'm doing and not have to worry about the camera or what I'm going to say. But even when I am filming, like now, I'm talking and I'm doing, but there's nobody there with me. And although for me personally, I actually do like to go in my workshop, close the door and lock the world out, that actually does do me a lot of good. There's the other side to the coin, isn't there? I've often thought sometimes I'd really love it if somebody was in here now helping me or doing their own thing or whatever. Just to have someone there once in a while would be really nice. I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't a video to, please come and see me. That ain't what I'm getting at. The video I watched of Peter's really prompted a few thoughts in my mind of how lonely being a YouTuber can be. I do my projects alone, I film alone, I edit alone, I upload alone, and it's only really when I get to the replying to the few comments I get that there's some sort of interaction. And for me personally, as much as I appreciate every comment that I get, it lasts for mere minutes. You'll read what they've put and you reply, and that's it, pretty much. For me to get into my workshop by myself and have time to myself is often a good thing. As I've mentioned previously, I do I do suffer with depression, and I also have paranoia. Both of these mental illnesses actually make it very difficult for me to interact with people sometimes. The depression kind of stops me interacting with people because I feel so low and fed up, or whatever you want to call it, that I actually don't want to speak to people. The paranoia, well, I'm not going to talk to you about what thoughts I have, but I'm sure you'll understand that the paranoid thoughts I have also make me not want to be around people. Yet on the other side of it, when I'm having a more lucid moment, when my mind is clear and my mood is a bit higher, I do crave for that friendship. But the depression and the paranoia has kind of isolated me from my friends, because nobody's ever actually said anything, but I'm kind of guessing that because I've kind of given up on friendships a lot, I'm guessing that people think I don't want the friendship. So it's a bit of a vicious circle, you know. You have your friendship. I have these horrible feelings and thoughts, and then I kind of withdraw myself from the friendship. But then when I'm feeling a bit better, I try and go back to the friendship. You get me? But getting back on track a little bit, these problems kind of really do affect my hobby of my making and, you know, the YouTube stuff. I'd love to have people in my workshop and, you know, have more face-to-face interaction. And I think this is part of the reason the depression and what have you is part of the reason I didn't actually go to Maker Central. I kind of felt that I'd feel so overwhelmed. I mean, that's just my story for the loneliness thing, but it never really dawned on me until I watched Peter's video, that even though there are millions and millions of people who use YouTube every day, it really is a lonely place. Because I'd say at least 90% of what you do is without interaction and on your own. Completely on your own. I mean, obviously there are people within the maker community who meet up and, you know, for example, Jimmy DeResta has just done that blacksmithing class, hasn't he? And people went to that. So, you know, that's really, really good. And I absolutely support that kind of thing. It's fantastic. But as I say, you know, even if I could have afforded to go to America and spend time with Jimmy DeResta and everyone else that was there, it's not something I could do every week. So like I say, 90% of what we do, maybe, is by ourselves. And I was, you know, I think part of this video, it's not to create awareness of loneliness, depression, paranoia, or whatever. But I am actually curious to know how other people feel. I mean, of course, you know, you find a lot of online chat with things like Instagram and Facebook and what have you. But it's all digital, innit? You know, there's no actual physical contact, no human contact. The only face you see is on a photograph or an avatar or whatever. So, you know, a part of this video is to actually ask people who view my videos what your opinion is of this. You know, I guess some people are quite happy having these virtual friendships, and they are great. Don't get me wrong. But to have actual friendships in your life, where you meet up with people, go for a pint, get in the workshop, do your hobbies together, you know, to share time, is massively important. So I really would like it if people would interact with this video and tell me what you all think about what I'm talking about, you know, loneliness within YouTube and so on. I'd be curious to know what other people think, if you would, please. As I say, this isn't a video to kind of emotionally blackmail people to visit me or anything like that. I don't expect anything of anyone. I'm just curious. You know, some people might not give a shit. And that's fine too. Everybody's entitled to their opinion, of course. Well, as I say, Peter McKinnon's video, it really struck a chord with me. I don't know if any of you lot watching, but I would like to know what your thoughts are. It might be that I'm just talking a load of shit, I don't know. But as I say, this video is just a little break from the norm, give you a bit of breathing room from my, what seems to be at the moment, constant grinding on metal. And hopefully you will give me your feedback, give me your thoughts on loneliness in YouTube. Anyway, I've probably bored you to death now. It's about 12 minutes or so, so I'm going to cut this video off now, and the following video will hopefully be progress on my second knife build. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye for now.